Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just want to drop a quick little video about some of the updates that happened to Rocket Racing today. This video is coming out a little bit later in the day, but hopefully for those of us that didn't see the live stream today, we can get all caught up on what's been going on with Rocket Racing today. So they dropped two new tracks, K2 Raceway 2 and Lazy Lake 2. We'll check those out in just a minute, but they also introduced trails to our cars. So that's kind of cool. There is a new set of wheels. I don't have the new set of wheels. And there's a new car body that I also don't have either. So I think it's the Endo and some new wheels that came in. But the trails are available to everybody right now. And you guys just gotta complete a few quests to get the different colors. So there's green, yellow, purple, black, brown, and green. I think this is green and this is green. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So some more cosmetic stuff to make your cars look kind of cool, and I think there's some boost trails coming as well. That'll be introduced at a later time. So you got drift smoke, and then you got some drift trails, some boost trails, I think, that are coming as well. But yeah, so that's that. Let's take a look at a couple of these maps, shall we? We have Lazy Lake 2, and we have K2 Raceway 2. Let's take a look at K2 Raceway. We're in private, perfect. Let's select that. Let's jump right in. Some quality of life improvements that have happened. There has been some improved overall CPU performance, especially on lower end devices. Now, if you're sitting idle during a race, you'll go back into the lobby. Car collisions are now less severe, and we're going to get into that in a minute. Air dodging is now smoother, so I think it just feels a little more forgiving. And we'll go over that in just a minute. And the invert steer method setting, which now you can have your invert steer method to never. So that means if you're on the ceiling and you're turning right, you're going to continue turning that direction. All right, so we got K2 Raceway here. There's some new hazards that are here. Some more hazards. The boost pad's the same, and of course we're gonna look and break these down eventually. But you come over here, you can hit this little turbine. And you know a breakdown, like I said, breakdown is gonna be coming out soon. Once I kind of figure out what the map's like and get a good understanding of it. But pretty straightforward, pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I have noticed that just like K2 Raceway, there's not very many opportunities to boost, but I think one opportunity is here, and you can kind of boost all the way through, and if I could hit that, you could hit that and kind of carry that through. So I think it's a pretty good track, and I think this is going to be in, I believe it's everything Gold 1 and up. I think you're going to see K2 Raceway, if I'm not mistaken. I have it off to my other screen here, so I'll be able to check it out in just a second. But yeah, I mean, overall it's a pretty good track. It's not, super crazy. But, so you can hit this, and then you can boost off here again, which is probably the best thing to do, is you just hit that double boost there. Just jump over these. Careful. Yeah, I was just about to say, careful of this rock. It got me earlier. If you just clip that rock, you're going to die and explode. So, that was that. K2 Raceway 2. Just make sure you're looking for that wind turbine at the tippity top. Oh, so yeah, K2 Raceway 2 is going to be available to Platinum 1 racers and above. So once you're at Platinum 1, that track's going to be unlocked. And Lazy Lake 2 is available once you're gold, let me check, once you're gold 1. Once you're gold 1, so you'll get Lazy Lake 2. So let's take a look at this. It's a pretty fun track. I think this is the better of the two tracks, Lazy Lake 2. I think it provides a lot of opportunity for there is some creative opportunity with this track that I'll show you, momentarily. And I think it'll be a favorite of speedrunners, because I think there's going to be a lot of different routes that that one can explore. So right off the bat, you start with some super hot fires out in front of you. There's lots of boost pads on this track. Lots of things that you can probably get yourself slowed down on. Let's take a look. Let's just take a little slow. So you start, and then you have these boost pads here. Get some fires. You just flip over that, no problem. You got boost pad down here. Then you can either go right or left. You got the ceiling above you. A couple of boost pads here. Boom. And then you got one on your left and one in the middle here. Don't ask me where I'm going. And then you got this big kind of Olympus-like corner. I think I just missed that checkpoint. I did. That's okay, because we can just give this another whirl. See if there's anything on the bottom. There's nothing on the bottom. So you probably want to go up to the tippity top there. Ooh, it's not a great run. Let's see what we can put together on this lap. Well, you don't want to do that. You don't want to stall yourself out. So you definitely probably want to go to the right here, just because there's these boost pads that you can hit. Probably want to go into a big drift. This one's, you know, easy to hit, but I missed it. So the air dodge is a little more, so you can kind of, but you don't want to miss it, so it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky, but you can definitely flip around here with a boost. So the air dodge seems like it's quite a bit stickier, where like you'll be pretty far away and you'll still be able to stick onto something. So I just flipped up there, didn't flip me to the ceiling, but like here I've noticed maybe they just did a little patch today. But it does feel a little more forgiving. So let's see if we can do a little something to end here. All right, we got our boost locked in. I missed it again, that's okay. Oh, we're all the way down here. But you can see there's lots of opportunity there for Lazy Lake 2, and I think it's gonna be a favorite amongst many drivers, racers, whatever you might want to call them. What else do we have in this update? Let me take a little peek. We have, we talked about the customization, talked about the air dodging being smoother. So you got inverted steer method. So now you have an option on your controls here, settings. Is it here? Yeah, rocket racing. You have screen shake intensity, which you can toggle whatever you want to do. And then invert steer method now. Default steering direction does not change until left stick is returned to neutral, moved in the opposite direction, or another input is pressed. Immediate, so the inversion happens immediately. Delayed is 0.5 seconds after the vehicle inverts, and then never, so steering direction never inverts. So that means if you're turning right and you end up going up on the ceiling, your wheels will still be continuing to turn right. So there's a couple different areas that they can be used. But I'll let you fiddle around with that. You know, I have so many hours in the game, I'm probably just going to leave it as default, to be honest, because I've kind of figured out how to get through that. Really, it's tilted turnpike is kind of the one where, yeah, it's a little tricky, but I figured it out now, so I probably won't change it. We played a bunch of games today, and I think if I throw it to one of those games right now, it's going to give you an idea of some of the collision. The collision felt okay at the beginning, and then it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not sold on the collision right now. I think there's a lot of stuff that, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed on the collision. I mean, I would love to hear what you think of the collision, but I'll throw to a game that I played today, an Unreal Lobby top 50. So make sure you like, subscribe, all that jazz. Make sure you're using code BlairZED in the item shop. And let's just check out this this match from today. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, well. Dacio holds the record of this track, so this will be interesting. No, come on. Who is that guy? Wait.